was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Flush to his right. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start. Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people.
But it misses the target, incomplete field goal range, yet they're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing.
I didn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the game. A big-time wrestler in high school. He didn't lose very often.
3-time heavyweight state champ in South Carolina. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a 1st down here. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? 54. Come 8. Kill.
Out of the gun, Newton.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So he's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A first down carry by Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Cooper's got it. That one good for 24 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Prescott finding Witten. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
3rd and long for Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Prescott on 1st down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the shotgun, again to Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Pick it up, pick it up. Here we go, 46, 46. 54. 46.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Caught by Cobb. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play.
It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Prescott looks to throw on first. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Looking to throw. Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone, following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Prescott to throw it. Rolling to his left. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Prescott escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Back now in Arlington. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Prescott from the gun, forced out to his left. He's going to take, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, his second touch.